interrupt this transmission to bring you the following live broadcast.
How's everyone doing tonight? Woo! It's Wednesday. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. With
John
ready in his chair. And almost 10 whole people watching from home. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? It's time for the ThinkSoJoE Show!
Welcome! Nick Lucido's here.
What's up?
When's the last time I saw you, Nick? It's been a while.
I think it was the first Brian Muller tribute.
Oh, wow. That was a while ago.
That's
That
bad.
was what, October last year? September? Something like September.
September,
Yeah,
yeah,
September
'cause-
you guys played.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
It was definitely September. Wow, so yeah, it's been almost 12 months. It's August, right?
Yeah.
Look at me knowing what time of the year it is.
I
Yeah.
barely know what time of the year it is. I just know I'm going to Metallica tomorrow.
Yeah, we are.
As are you.
I'm excited, dude. I'm excited.
Yeah, you just got memorabilia from the San Francisco show like
I
5 minutes
did.
ago.
I put it.
It's right there. It's
Right
behind
here.
behind your coffee.
Oh yeah, hang on. There. Oh, you can do that post production. It's fine.
Mine's up there, and I got one for my buddy Greg right there, and I'll see him tomorrow. So
Tomorrow's gonna be a family reunion.
tomorrow
man.
is gonna be a family reunion, man. Like my buddy that I'm going to the show with. I'm going with my friend Greg and my cousin and one of Greg's friends. But Greg had been like, dude, my bucket list. I want to see Metallica with you and your cousin again before I die. I'm like, that's a weird thing to say because, like, as far as I know, you're not dying.
Right. I mean, we hope not.
But like, yeah, man, that sounds like a great time because I went to my first Metallica show with them.
Nice.
So way back over 25 years ago now in 1997.
Man,
And-
why'd you have to say it was that long ago?
Yeah, I know, right? I know.
Damn.
I know.
That's cold, Joe. That's cold. If you was a
Really
dessert,
cold.
you'd be a deep frozen popsicle. That's how cold you are right now.
But yeah, I saw my first two Metallica shows with them, and so I was like, yeah, okay, sure. Next time they come to Buffalo, we'll go. And then the day before the Vegas show, they're like, oh, hey, we're coming to Buffalo and Pittsburgh. I'm like, great. I just spent $200 on plane tickets to Vegas. So,
But did you die?
I did not die.
Right? Hang on.
Got a pulse?
I'm not a doctor, but I think there's a pulse.
All right.
But
Yeah, I mean, I think the first time I saw them, I think was '94 at Darien. I
okay.
think. But I saw them then, I've seen them so many times. But there are people I only see at Metallica shows.
Sure.
Like, and it's definitely a family.
Absolutely. I mean, these will be my 8th and 9th Metallica shows this weekend.
Nice, nice.
4th and 5th in the last since December. Because I saw him December 17th and 19th, and then I saw him again in Las Vegas in February.
Nice.
And like the day before the Vegas show, they're like, we're coming to Buffalo and Pittsburgh. I'm like, great, more shit I gotta buy.
I mean, are you mad about it?
I am not.
Good, good. That's what really matters. He's
Yes.
not mad. But are you happy?
Oh, very much so.
Good. That's also important. That's very important.
My buddy that I'm going with, you know, he was like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be buying a car, but like I'm just gonna give you the money so you can buy the tickets. Yeah, priorities, man. I get it. And then like the day before tickets goes, oh man, I really gotta buy this car. Because it's for him and his mom like to get around. So it's like, yeah, okay, definitely buy the car. And then like the tickets went on sale and I bought him tickets anyway. I'm just like, yeah, just pay me before the show. Like,
Awesome.
pay me sometime before the show because I know you've been wanting to do this. I'm not going to let you buy, 300 level seats on the opposite side of the stadium for the same price the day of. Random guy in the back 2.0. This is Nick.
Hi.
Nick is the singer from Exham Priory. We're going to play some Exham Priory today.
Cool.
So
you do that sometimes.
He also brought a guitar with him.
I did it somewhere back
It
there.
is right behind you. You know,
There it
there's
is.
you know there's plenty of acoustic guitars in this house, right?
I'm fully aware. Dude, I brought the schoolhouse rock, man.
All right. just as long as you know, and you're not like, oh shit, I want to play guitar, so I better bring a guitar.
I don't know, or maybe we break down into a random hippie jam. I don't actually foresee that happening.
possible,
But
I mean.
nothing is outside the realm of possibility.
I mean, there's a bass right here, and there's an electronic kit in the next room over, so we can.
Rock out.
Now, I mean, I have one question though. Who's gonna play the ketchup dispenser? This is important. We need to really consider this. We're gonna come back around to this a little bit later on.
Okay.
A little bit later on.
Okay.
Important things. Important things.
Yeah.
But all right, I've been thinking about something. Metallica.
Yes.
I mean, you're a fan, I assume.
Oh,
to an
yeah.
extent. Okay, just making sure.
Yes.
You know, you never know. Some people are Metallica people. Some are Megadeth people. Some people just hate on Anthrax, and I don't understand that at all. I like Anthrax.
I love Anthrax.
But I'm losing the plot. There's got to be one Metallica song that it hits the radio, you change it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very clearly.
So let's just go around the room then. Joe, go ahead.
Sandman.
Sandman, okay. All right, that's fair. That's fair. John?
Let's see. Sad but true sometimes.
Sad but true. Okay. All right. That's also a good answer. Good answer. I'm going to vote with Joe, Sandman, on this. And I'm going to tell you why. Because here's the thing. It is a great song, right? And actually, it's tied. It's that and Nothing Else Matters.
Okay.
Okay.
They start. I listen for the first couple of moments and then click. They're both great songs. But they're like the intro portion to a really difficult video game. Like, have either of you ever played Dark Souls?
No.
No.
All right, well, think of the hardest video game you've ever played. Like, ridiculous right from the jump. And you have to get through it, but then you never want to go back to it. Because that's your intro to it. It's like, oh, it got me in. And then you're all in at that point. You're invested. And you find all the other good parts of it. That's those songs. Sandman was like for the rocket people. You know, because it kind of was very commercialized. And it got a whole new that was their introduction portion. And then you had Nothing Else Matters, which was more for the softer songwriting people.
Yeah.
That got them into it. Like, oh, and then they found all the other cool stuff. But after that, it's like, all right, I don't want to revisit the intro ever again. I'm good. I've heard it. It's awesome, but I've moved onward. That's what I think. I could be completely off the mark and insane, but that's what I think.
I played it at band practice yesterday.
Yes, you did.
We've done Creeping Death a couple of times, actually.
you were rocking that driving by my house.
Yes,
What else
I
do you-
was.
I could hear you were parked down the block. I could hear you while you were parking.
What else do you play at band practice?
What the hell did I play at band practice? I played Master of Puppets. I played Seek and Destroy.
You played something else.
What else was there, Joe?
I played a bunch of Living Brain Dead songs. I played Rick Astley. I played
No.
Dead or Alive. I played
No,
The Penguins.
You know what song I'm talking about.
I
What's
played
in the box? What's in the box?
I played Sweet Child of Mine.
Yes.
Okay, I mean, I know that song too. I've definitely riffed on it before. It's a fun intro.
He keeps picking on me because he thinks I'm Axel half the time in the band.
If you go on the
do
Living
the snake dance at any point?
Maybe. Sometimes.
if you go on the Living Brain
Yes.
Digging yourself a hole.
if you go on livingbraindead.com, he is listed on the site as Axel Coase.
Got the hair.
That was Brian started calling him Axel,
Yes,
so it just stuck.
Stuck.
Welcome to the jungle.
Yep.
It just
Yep.
stuck.
So every time, sound check, band practice, he gets the chance, he plays it.
So I'm still surprised we didn't hear it at all
No.
walking through Nashville.
No.
We heard all the
surprised.
small things a bunch of times, but not
Yes.
any Guns N' Roses.
Even in a country version. Like 182.
So for everybody in the chat, our little thing that pops up on screen is not working this
Yeah.
week. And also, if you're on Twitch, we can't see your chats. I don't know why. I have no idea.
Joe,
Shit is not working.
it's because I'm
Oh,
here.
fuck.
It's because I'm here.
Okay, you guys are lucky we're even on the air because Nick's here. That's, yeah. Every time Nick is on the show, something goes wrong. Every single time.
What happened last time?
What happened last time? Just my internet connection was unstable and we couldn't stay on the air.
Losing connection. It didn't start recording for the until like later in, and you realize like, oh crap, like it missed the first 10, 15 minutes. One time, weren't there like rolling brownouts and everything? Like they were having a power grid issue.
I remember. I know. Dan was here the one time, and we had the power just go out right in the middle of the show, and it's
it's an Exham Priory thing, man.
Yeah, every time Exham Priory is around, shit goes wrong. This is true.
That's a fair statement.
So I am looking at the chat. We just can't pop it up on the screen, and we can't see you if you're on Twitch for whatever reason. So
sorry about that.
Random guy in the back 2.0. What is your guitar made of?
It's made of wood.
Cut it out. She wants to know. Leland wants to know what's in your pockets.
Hang on.
And Laura wants to know what's in your pockets.
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay.
Let's see. We got one of my guitar picks.
Yeah, I got nothing.
2 pieces of silver. There's something else in there. Another guitar pick. Can you tell I play guitar? A skeleton key?
A skeleton key?
Dude, I don't know.
Does that unlock the skeleton closet?
I mean, it's possible. Wow. I really should have thought of that ahead of time. No, like this is, I legit, I know they're my pockets, but I don't know. I don't know why I have a skeleton key.
You're married. Random shit will end up in your pocket.
I always keep my pieces of silver. You're lucky, man. You're lucky. Dude, one of them I found outside of DeCamillo's in Niagara Falls, the old one downtown off of Maine.
Yeah.
That one.
Okay.
I look down and there's old like piece of silver from the 20s. I'm like,
yoink.
Operation Yoink that shit.
Back to the Metallica, what song do you turn off conversation. Leland said, what about All Nightmare Long from Death Magnetic?
That one I didn't mind. It was definitely a cobbled together song.
Sure.
Like you could tell that, but that record they struggled, because didn't Kirk lose like all of his...
No, that was Hardwired.
Oh.
Kirk lost an entire hard drive of riffs.
Yup, that's right.
And then Hardwired turned out to be like one of their best albums.
Oh, it's badass.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, oh, it's past 1988. It sucks.
Now, I got a question.
Okay.
Is there any album of Metallica that you guys hate?
No.
Lulu.
Okay.
However, there are a lot of people, my wife included, who will argue that that's not a Metallica record. That's
sure, that is a Lou Reed record
featuring Metallica.
Right. I didn't want that, and now I'm kind of regretting I never got it on vinyl because it's going for like $115 right now on Discogs. I do have it on CD, but I got that for like $10.
But if I do with a real Metallica album, Death Magnetic. There's a few songs off that album that were pretty awesome, like The Day That Never Comes. Personally, I like the symphony version more than the album version, but Death Magnetic.
Okay. If I had to chop one off, it would actually be Reload.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mine would be Saint Anger because I didn't like the snare drum. The sound of it.
And as it, like that's your art right there. And
Brian is in the afterlife right now, hearing you say that, and he's going full Danhausen on you.
I'm sorry, I did not like the snare drum. It sounded like...
I get it. The album didn't sound great, but I mean, it did have some good content.
Yeah.
But it's hard. You're right. It is hard to get through how they recorded and mixed and mastered that album.
I mean, but it does have the most underrated Metallica song on it. The Unnamed Feeling.
That is a great song.
Yeah.
It's definitely
I didn't hate
there.
all the songs on it. It's just, it was just
the album as a whole.
Yeah.
Yes.
For me, it's if you chop off the title track and you chop off Frantic, it's an okay album.
I didn't mind Frantic. I didn't. All Within My Hands, I didn't like.
Really?
I didn't start liking that song. Okay, I should rephrase that. I liked the first initial part of it. Mm-hmm. When they went, it just lost me for some reason.
Okay.
But since they've been doing an acoustic,
Right.
I mean, there are a couple of things they do with it that I still am not a huge, like, I would have just done without that. Like some of the backing vocals just are a little off. But I like that version. It's still not my favorite, but still.
Leland says, nice pockets, Nick. Dude came prepared.
Apparently. I mean,
He also says he wants to hear XM Priory cover King Nothing, which is a funny ass story.
I actually brought that up with Slim from Toy Call. Well, he was in Toy Call Guy.
Sure.
He's actually on the PD Cares podcast now.
Okay.
He was the bass player, and he had thrown a post out. I forget. It wasn't a Metallica song. I think it was like a Megadeth song or something. And it was like, remember that time we wrote this at practice by accident? And I told him the whole story about it. Do you want to tell it, or?
So I was briefly in XM Priory for a couple of months. We played one show together, which directly led to the formation of the Living Brain Dead immediately afterward. But
And him joining Yellow Sauce. Don't let him
also
be humble.
yes, also yes. That
don't be humble.
my
dude.
first
Own it.
the first night I did the book reading gig with Yellow Sauce was the same night I played with XM Priory, back to back.
Space Wizard! Space Wizard!
Back to back, I did the Yellow Sauce bit, and then I had to get on stage with XM Priory. So I'm like in the back, like the little hallway room, and Stamps like changing my pants and shit, trying to.
You came running out with a fucking banana head on.
And I tried to put my guitar on, and I couldn't, so I had to take the banana head off.
It was like this much taller than him, and he's on the video. He's trying to
I'm like,
loop it.
like, oh, that ain't
over
gonna
his
work.
head, and finally, he just gives up and took it off. And I don't even know. It was the worst kept secret in Western New York. Everybody knew at that point.
Right.
It was like as soon as everybody looked at each other and went, you know, they told us a little bit earlier, but they said not to tell everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody
that was
said it
literally-
simultaneously.
I told Leland, I think right when I found out that we were playing back to back, I'm like, oh shit, dude. Like I'm playing with XM tonight. Like, don't tell anybody.
Right.
I think the only person who didn't know was like Ashton and maybe Eric.
Maybe.
I think Eric might not have known from Janie Crash. But yeah, like so we're jamming together. And we start like just jamming on this thing, and we're just like, why does this sound familiar?
It was a riff that we had from previously. We kind of noodled on, and then when he was in, it was like, I think it came up like 2-3 weeks in.
Sure.
Anyway, hey, things popped up.
Yeah. It was a historic Joe night, says Mark Strickland. Hi, Mark. Johnny Mercury's in the chat. Mark says, hey, how's it hanging, friends? So, yeah. And Yellow Sauce says, this must be the narration station. Anyway.
I mean, maybe.
So anyway, so we're just jamming on this song, and then like the second week we were playing it, that I was playing with you, I'm like, wait a second, I know what this is. And it turned out you guys wrote King Nothing.
Yep. It's like you change, like it was one of the like pauses in the middle of the riff, like we were doing a little bit different space wise, and as soon as he changed, we all went, ah, shit. Yup.
I mean, to this day, you still play Where Eagles Dare and call it suck.
Dude, Jerry only laughed so hard at that because I met him actually at a Metallica concert in Chicago. They were playing what's the big outdoor stadium? Battlefield? Soldiers Field.
Soldier Field,
That's
yeah,
it.
that's it.
Battlefield would have been way more badass sound.
Yeah.
But Soldiers Field. That's still a badass name, but
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
I met him. Super chill dude. He was all in his like horror, like punk getup and everything, and because he was introducing like all the bands up on stage, and then I happened to catch him during Nothing Else Matters. Actually, he was like, "Oh, piss break." So I went to use the pisser, and there he was hanging out after I came out. I kind of ran over, and we started talking, and he actually took time to like talk to me and everything. I'm assuming they're trying to get him to like one of the local smaller venues because it sounded like they were having like a show after party there. But he's like, nah, I want to talk to this dude for a second. And I'm like, I'm going to take my shot. Played him. A recording of it, I had it on my phone. And I looked at him like, so what'd you hear? He started laughing his ass off and went, so you like Where Eagles Dare? It's different enough where Glenn won't come after you. I'm like, cool. Cool. But he was chuckling.
We were just watching back the video of the first Living Brain Dead show last week, and I'm showing him where I called you out on that because we did the cover of Where Eagles Dare, and the reason we picked Where Eagles Dare as the song to jam on was because, like, well, I've already been playing it for the past 6 months in XM Priory.
Yeah.
Except they call it Suck.
I couldn't figure out why I knew it either for months after we had written it. And then once it clicked, I went back in my head and I'm like, you know what? The first collection CD was definitely, like the first Misfits collection CD, it was like the yellow front with the black and red. That thing was living in my CD player for months on end going into when the band formed. So
Laura wants to know, why isn't John wearing a Metallica shirt? See, I told you.
Hang on, in case they can't properly see, this is why. Look at that. Wayne's World, party
Party
on.
time.
Excellent. Doing a little dance in my chair.
And apparently Johnny Mercury
That's it.
Johnny Mercury apparently found someone who made me on WWE 2K22. It was not me. I have not created myself in that game.
That's
at
hilarious.
At least not like I have it in like the season mode or whatever the fuck that is, the story mode or my career or whatever the hell that's called. I never uploaded it, so it wasn't me. I don't know who the fuck made me in WWE 2K22, but cool, thanks.
I'm honestly surprised. I mean, come on. When we were little kids, we all wanted to be pro wrestlers.
Right?
I can definitely, attribute several sprains and
I got some memorabilia.
things like that.
I got some memorabilia you might appreciate. I'll hand it to you during the song break. You can hang out with it for the duration of the show.
Laura wants me to leave to go find a Metallica shirt.
No. Wayne's World stays. Nobody puts Wayne in the corner.
Well, Laura also said that because you're drinking from 7-Eleven, you got to go.
I don't care.
Or we got to throw you out or something. I don't know.
I have
said
choked
something like
down instant coffee from truck stops before. This is gourmet compared to that. Fucking May.
7-Eleven, throw random guy in the back 2.0 out. That's what she said. John needs to leave to find a Metallica. So we can easily find John a Metallica shirt. He's in my house.
I like Metallica a lot, but I never owned a shirt. I don't know why.
I used to have one
need
for.
one.
I used to have one. I think I do now again. But I used to have a Metallica shirt for every day of the week.
I still do.
I probably do again,
I
but
have
I
shirts
used
that are
to.
retired because they've started to fall, like between like the where like the black is and some screen print is just starting to rip and fall apart. They're so old, like the old pus head ones.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, the original. Like
I
the old
had-
90s ones.
I had from the show in '98 at Darien Lake. Bootleg shirt I bought in the parking lot, and the funny thing is, like the guys I'm going to Metallica with tomorrow, I'm going with my cousin, my cousin Steve, my buddy Greg, and Steve, sees this guy selling $10 T-shirt, $10. He goes, dude, I only got $9. Can I get one? Goes, yeah, man, yeah. Greg reaches in his pocket. He's like, dude, I only got $8. Yeah, okay, man, yeah. I reach in my pockets. I'm like, I only got $7. He's like, here you go, man. I wore the fuck out of that shirt. That shirt ended up falling apart. I like that shirt because it had all the bands that were on that show. Jerry Cantrell and Days of the New were on there too. So it was like, Metallica and Jerry Cantrell and Days of the New. And I wore that the fuck out till it started like separating right where the screen print was under the Metallica logo. So like, yeah.
So now they're all retired. There's a few of them that are like the dust cloths, like inside my guitar cases and stuff. But love me some Metallica shirts. They've always had good art. Well, they haven't always, but they've mostly had good artwork.
Sure.
Like there was that weird phase in the late '90s where it was more of like the
blood and semen?
like the cartoon.
Oh, the T-shirt, yeah. I had the white cartoon T-shirt. I also had it wasn't the T-shirt Beavis wears, but it was a T-shirt with Beavis and Butthead on it as Metallica.
yeah.
Which, by the way, if you don't know, the new season of Beavis and Butthead started last Thursday on
If you don't know, now you know.
on Paramount Plus. New episodes every Thursday.
I have to check those out. I haven't even had a chance to check out the new movie yet.
I've seen the new movie. I've seen both new episodes that have been out so far. New ones come out tomorrow.
All right.
So,
Nice.
yeah. Laura says that John just owns Taylor Swift shirts.
Yes, you got me.
And Johnny Mercury says he needs to make you a custom hockey jersey of any team you want.
Oh, shit, really?
He's a Bolts fan.
Bolts.
I mean, he might be an Avalanche fan now because the Bolts lost.
Whoa, no.
Wu-Tang.
I mean-
he wants Wu-Tang. It's the only clan you need to be a part of.
Okay.
I guess his other band has been threatening that if we put any Buffalo Sabres stuff on the wall, they're going to tear it down.
Yes. That's what I've been
in
told.
our shared practice space. I guess they're mad because we have a living brain dead flag hanging in there.
They're just jealous.
Like,
They
guys-
don't have a flag.
Get a logo and get a flag made. Like, it's
Yes.
not that hard.
It's not that hard, buddy.
You could literally get a bed, like a white bed sheet,
Oh, yeah.
with black Sharpie, and just.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on how gutter punk you want to look. But I think
mean-
that'd be awesome.
I mean, we do have a nice banner. We've got a flag hanging in the like an actual flag with our logo on it hanging
Got
in the
the
studio.
name and the bass drum.
Name on the bass drum, yeah.
There were definitely a couple, like when the first time we played Punks in the Yard down in Allegheny, there were definitely a couple of bands where it was just like a old bed sheet, just fucking Sharpie with like a real rudimentary logo kind of sketched on. I'm like, all right, it let me know where I was at. I'm like, cool, I dig this.
When we were gearing up for the first Living Brain Dead show, I got an 8-foot banner made. It was my gift to the band. It only cost me $50. So I was like, all right, this is my gift to the band, and we've used it, I think, 3 times now. We used it at our first show, then we used it at our live stream, and then we just used it at Stamps.
Yes.
See, we have a banner too, and I mean, you've seen us play how many times, and how often do we actually use it? It's rare. It's a whole extra thing you gotta set up, and not all stages are really accommodated
Right.
for that.
Yeah.
So
So we're talking about, because we don't have amps or anything on stage, we're gonna get some scrims. But but our next 2 shows are Music is Art, which we're not gonna have. We're barely bringing gear, let alone
right.
And then our show after that is gonna be a Tudor, which is not big enough for any of that. So
Maybe the banner is about it.
yeah, we could probably hang the banner over the windows, but screw it. Don't need it. We got the logo on the drum kit. It's all good.
Right.
Plus, I'll probably be wearing those pants with the glow in the dark brain dead skull on them again.
Ooh, he's wearing glow in the dark pants. I like glow in the dark pants.
Dude, I saw
Especially on you.
Dude, I've been looking for just some kind of cool pants to wear on stage, and I'm just like, but I'm also trying to lose weight, so I'm like, I don't want to buy pants and then lose weight and then they're way too big on me.
Aren't we all?
So
Maybe not you. Aren't we all?
right, not him, but
I'll take
Yeah.
the weight, guys.
yeah.
Rub it
So-
on you. That's how it works, right? Like osmosis. I just hold you close to me.
So when I was in Vegas, I'm watching Metallica play, and Kirk's got these pants with like crossbones down the legs, and I'm pretty sure they were glow in the dark. I'm like, yo, that's something I can do. So I got some glow in the dark heat transfer and just some plain black pants, and just press the fucking skull logo on them in glow in the dark, and that shit glows really fucking well. It was pretty well lit when you noticed they were glowing.
Yeah.
Like we were in the band, we were in our space with the light on, and he's like, "Oh, there's glow in the dark." Yup. As opposed to my glow in the dark pics that are like, it has to be pitch black to see them.
Yeah. That's why I just got the plain white pics.
Yeah, I don't know. I got the glow in the dark the first time was when I was in Exham Priory. I got customs, and I gave the rest to you guys after
Yep.
I left, after I was out of the band, and then
Dan has them.
I ended up buying like black ones with the skull logo. That was the first ones. And then after we recorded Falls Count Anywhere, Brian's like, "Oh, you should be using lighter gauge picks because you could play faster with the lighter gauge picks." And he's handed me some of his Black Rock Raven picks that are like mediums, and it's just like, "Oh shit, yeah, I can play faster with these." So I got some red ones with the they're all right in front of us here. I got some red ones with our Shield logo. And then I was like, I want new picks. So I got the glow in the dark ones with our established 2019 logo on them.
Nice. Yeah, I used to use little jazz picks.
Yeah, I know. I think I have one around here somewhere.
Probably.
I got everybody's picks here. I got a couple of XMs.
Hundreds and hundreds of them at the beginning of the pandemic, and everybody was like, "Why?" I'm like, "Why not? They're white and they got sparkly purple on them. What's not to like?" What? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here right now. I have plenty of picks, and I'm just like, I need to get more picks. Make more logos, get more picks.
Well, you're playing out way more than we are.
At the moment, which is sad because we're only playing like every couple of months. So, but I understand the reasons why you guys are currently not playing, and hopefully everybody gets healthy and able to play soon. So.
Yeah, there'll be some things changing up. But it'll be good times when we get back out.
So we're gonna throw it back to your first album, From Darker Tides.
All right, I know that album.
Yeah, and this was the first song we played on stage together. Well, actually, it's not the first one we played on stage together, but it's the first one I played as a member of Exham Priory on stage together. So this is This is another round on All WNY ThinkSoJoE Show. Oop, wrong button. Here it is. Exham Priory on all WNY ThinkSoJoE show. That song called Another Round off of From Darker Tides. We fixed some issues here.
Ooh, yeah.
Fixed some issues. There's still another issue I still need to take care of.
Laura? There it
That's
is.
right, Joe Kent.
He's wearing a Metallica shirt and he's the WWF champion apparently.
Oh, yeah, I am. And I know what you're going to do. You're going to run in fear, brother, because look at me.
I'm gonna go find my 2 cats that I don't know where they disappeared to.
A likely story.
And then I will come back and take that title from you. But I'm gonna let you two kind of
On the show.
run the show for a few minutes. You're in charge, John.
We're taking over.
You're in charge, John. I'm gonna mute my mic and then
All right.
I'm gonna
All
find
right.
these cats and I'll be back.
All right, Joe, we'll see you later, you dumb son of a bitch. Enjoy your kitties.
What's up, everybody?
What's going on? So now you have a Metallica shirt on.
Yes.
Cool.
Now I have a Metallica shirt.
We're nervous. We're nervous. We're nervous.
This is actually the first time Joe actually left the room.
It's his own fault. I wonder if that skeleton key
Ever.
will
Since
lock
I've
that.
been
Hang
the
on.
show.
Distract them. Don't look.
So, yeah. How's everybody's days going, you know? Having a good day?
It didn't work.
Oh, fuck.
I know. The loonies have overtaken the madhouse, folks. Woo!
Woo!
So how's it playing drums?
Good.
Good. Good
Yeah.
to hear.
I love being brain dead, you know? Living brain dead.
It is most excellent band.
Yes.
I was actually just listening to the Falls Count Anywhere album the other day because I'm getting my show, The Skeleton Closet, possibly back up and running. And man, it's a good sounding album. I dig that.
Hey, you hear the new one?
I have. I've heard the singles. Just don't have them downloaded yet, but I've definitely
yeah.
listened to them all. Good shit. I like the production and everything. It's got that straightforward punk attitude.
Yeah.
But well done, because there are some like early Misfits records. It's like, oh, I know what they were going for, but
It's got that Aerosmith vibe, I thought.
right? This thing is really heavy. I could probably knock him out the moment that he comes through that door. Or, you know, I could just pretend to hit him, and if he's a good wrestling fan, he'll go down and we won't flub the move.
Let's see. We got people in the chat.
We do. I think
Let's
that's...
talk shit about Joe. Okay.
I mean, it's hard. He's such a nice guy.
Yes. I mean, I got nothing bad to say about him.
All right, hang on. Today is opposite day.
Oh, it's
so
opposite
anything
day?
nice we say about him is an insult now.
Okay.
He's a really nice dude.
He really could play guitar.
He's got a beautiful beard.
49ers suck.
Have you seen that dome piece? It's nice.
I got nothing.
Welcome to my thought process, ladies and gentlemen.
You found a Metallica shirt. But you found a Metallica hockey. Wait.
What? Hockey?
Wait.
Found you a Metallica hockey, John. What's
Oh,
a hockey,
really?
John?
Hockey John?
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Hockey John. Cool. Hi, Hockey John. Nice to meet you.
I refuse to crush the vibe. Wait, what?
Hang on. Refuses to crush the vibe Metallica shirtless. Does Leland want you to be shirtless?
I guess.
I mean, dude, he's got a mic on. What are we going to clip it to? Do you got a lot of chest hair?
Oh.
He hits him with the belt. That son of a bitch. Well, see you later, folks.
Joe's back. We can talk. We can stop talking shit about him.
We said
no, you can
very
continue.
No, we said very nice things
Yes.
about you. He ran out of nice things to say about you. I didn't. This thing is seriously heavy. Holy crap. Like, my
Yeah, man.
shoulder's like, why? Why are you doing this to me?
Yeah, that's a. As soon as I saw that one, I'm just like, yo, that's the belt I've always wanted. It may have a WWE instead of WWF on it, but like
The Pandas won.
it's
Pandas always
it's
win.
based on the one Randy Savage had from WrestleMania 4 to WrestleMania 5.
Right.
The dual plated with the relief plate for the world on the main plate. Like, does it heavyweight's not colored in behind it.
At a quick glance, it looks like it did to me and your. Because on the side there are like guys Greco-Roman wrestling, but it's supposed to be shorts, maybe, or the engraver really snuck a really funny one in there at some point. And if that's the case, good for you, whoever the hell you are. Good for you.
I believe that's a Reggie Parks belt.
That guy, Reggie
Yeah.
Parks.
Yeah. Sorry for having to bounce. The door got left open in the hallway, so the girl and boy cats were in the same room for a little while there. So I chased the boys out, and I couldn't find the girls. So I was like, where the fuck are these girl cats? I gotta make sure they're back here where they should be. And they were. I just had no fucking clue where.
Well, it's a good thing BD2 wasn't around, because they would have thrown on some Lionel Richie and all over.
Gotten us copyright claimed.
Oh, I found you a Metallica hockey jersey. Okay. Cool.
YouTube be like, oh, you can't monetize this video. Like, hey, we don't have enough subscribers for that shit anyway.
Ah, suckers.
If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so you get notified every time we post a new video.
Or life.
Or if you just want to give us your money directly, you can go to tips.thinksojoe.com.
You get tips? You get tips?
Nobody ever tips us.
Please send all hate mail to Scott Leffler at allwny.com.
I can't even complain about anybody not buying our merch because Johnny Mercury there bought an Ask John t-shirt.
Nice.
So he's gonna send
Thank
that
you,
to us.
buddy.
He's gonna send that to us to sign. Joe, did you hear the rumor that Triple H was gonna change WWE back to W? Yeah, that was a kayfabe news article.
I was so pissed. I actually thought it was true for a minute. I was like,
Here at Yellow Sauce, give us your money. Actually, I do have a give us your money bookmark for Yellow Sauce.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking of switching to like just having my Kindle or my iPad or something.
No, it doesn't have the same effect.
I know it doesn't, but it'd make my life so much easier.
Well, we don't care about that, Joe. We want performance.
You want the
You need to sit there and be uncomfortable reading through War and Peace. In fact, Leland, I know you're watching. I know it because I see you commenting as Yellow Sauce, unless it's Ryan. And if that's the case, go suck an egg.
Ryan sucks
But-
eggs.
But I think Joe needs to sit there and you need to make him read War and Peace. I don't know why. I just did that to
This
you,
man will
but-
never lose his page. Yeah, I have so many damn bookmarks. The funny thing is, I always lose my page because I'm like, oh, fuck, where was I? Because I'm like switching bookmarks to hold up whatever's relevant at the moment. Or the Ryan Sucks Eggs one. Either way. I do have an Eat Shit Leslie one, but I never use it.
See, that's why I've been real into audiobooks lately, because I would read when it's late at night and I'd fall asleep in the book, and you toss and turn and
Yep.
flipping pages, and then you're sitting there and you find where you were at, but you start reading, you're like, wait a second, I don't know what was going on. So you gotta go back like a page and a half and reread.
Yep.
So audiobooks, like right now, I'm listening to The Living Dead by George Romero and Charlie Krause. It was the one that Romero was working on before he passed away, and his widow gave it to Charlie to finish up. It's most excellent. Most excellent. But I love zombies.
Joe, you should do a Joe from Yellow Sauce story reading set. I'll create ambient backing tracks. Were we talking about doing like me like reading poetry like Jim Morrison style? Weren't we talking about doing that? An album full of that? I don't know.
Only if you're wearing leather pants that lace up the front. It's the only way that this will be acceptable.
John versus
shirt.
John versus a hurricane. Who wins? But the name of the hurricane is Hurricane John. I don't know, man. John's been around for a while. I think he could slap a tornado.
Right. I mean, you've been on this planet for how many years at this point?
34 years.
34 years of experience, ladies and gentlemen. Not just life, but the hard knocks. A hurricane's been around for what? Like 2 days? It's practically a toddler. I could beat up a toddler. Joe could beat up a toddler. I don't know who you are, but you could probably beat up a toddler too. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
Toddlers can't fight. You
Right.
just slap them once and they're done. ThinkSoJoE show does not promote slapping toddlers.
No, we certainly do not.
No, we
Exham
don't.
Priory also does not promote slapping toddlers.
Punch your local Nazi and your local pedophile, but leave the
Yes.
toddlers alone.
Those right there, yeah, punch them.
Punch the people punching the toddlers.
That too. I mean, that's fair. But I was
I
just
mean-
saying, it's easy.
I mean, unless the toddler's a Nazi, then it's okay.
Oh wow, that's a real conundrum right there.
Yeah.
I
He's
don't
got a
feel like
point.
there's any real right answer because one side punch Nazis, but on
Yeah.
the other side, you literally just told us don't punch toddlers.
But if
Didn't
the
you?
but if the toddler's a Nazi and you punch him, maybe you punch that out of him. Maybe he realizes, oh shit, I probably shouldn't do this. People will punch me.
Dude, if we were computer or like robots right now, our heads
would explode.
because he is directly trying to override the Prime Directive.
Yeah.
Come on, you, Joe. Come on, you. Does that mean we're Blade Runners?
I guess so.
Fuck yeah. Awesome sauce. Yellow sauce.
Yeah. So
They gave me a live monk. They did this.
we did.
It's our fault. No, it's Joe's fault mostly.
Yeah. Well, you know, if anything, we can blame your wife.
Yeah, she went to Motley Crue and Def Leppard.
Nick texted me the other day, like, "Hey, you doing anything Wednesday?"
Got anybody coming on? No. Cool. I'm going to come by if you don't mind. So I kind of invited myself.
Like, yeah, sure. Well, I mean, you're always welcome.
Oh yeah.
You're part of the family, man. You're always welcome.
Jenny's right. I am Donkey in Shrek, where I just follow people home and I never shut the hell up.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
This is the first time me and him are talking.
Right. Yeah, we didn't actually have a chance to
No.
hang out or anything. It's always at shows and very brief, like, hey, what's up type of deal.
Yeah.
And if you've ever talked to John at a show, you know you have to ask him to repeat himself a million times because he talks so low you can't hear him. Yeah, that's basically what I hear. Exactly that. I literally, like, we were at shows all weekend, and I don't know how many times I had to ask John to repeat himself.
That's why you have to give me a mic. That's why they give me a mic now on stage.
Yeah.
So what now?
So we went to a couple of shows this weekend. Right
Yes.
after the show last week, Lost Like Lions were cool enough to reach out to us and be like, "Hey, you guys want to come to our CD release? We'll let you. We'll guest list you." Which, you know, we don't need to be guest lists.
No,
you know,
we don't.
we will pay to get into shows.
Yes.
We do not mind. We want to help everybody, but it was cool. It was so cool of them to ask that we took them up on it, and we headed out to Rec Room. And like Karma Queen was on that show, and Tuesday Night was on that show. And it's like, yo, John, you ready to feel like you should never play an instrument again? Let's go see these two bands.
Right after both of their sets, I was like, I quit. I don't know why I became a drummer.
So we go see.
They are really good.
So
but I
Karma
shouldn't
Queen
think
opens-
That way. Just do awesome.
Karma Queen opens the show. Tuesday Night plays next, and this other band, Wild Once, was the third band, and
They were really.
they were amazing and Lost Like Lions, man.
Oh
Just,
my god.
they crushed it.
They all crushed it.
Like,
it was a good
did,
lineup.
did you see that crowd, man?
Yeah. They came out of nowhere.
It wasn't even just the fact that it was a large crowd and like basically the entire Rec Room was filled.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good looking crowd too.
Yes.
We need to start playing what the fuck they're playing.
Yes.
You know what band's Brookhaven?
Brookhaven, yeah.
They have
Brookhaven.
a real nice,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
large following.
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen them actually fill the Evening Star. And,
Yeah.
I mean, Joe, you know, you and I know how difficult that is. Even when you're
Sure.
a popular band, it's tough to get people to go to the Star in Niagara Falls. And I don't get it. I mean, there's beer and hard liquor if you're into that. And I think there's wine. There's usually a dude out front selling barbecue out of the
Yes.
back of his truck. Or it's more official than that, but still.
Right. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, like all the bands Saturday night, they just all crushed it. It was a great show, and thanks to Lost Like Lions for having us out and showing us a good time, I guess, you know. But
Don't forget about Sunday.
well, we're getting to Sunday. We're still talking Saturday. We there was a DJ Market Fresh
Yes.
was playing in between bands.
He was good.
I'm sitting there watching this dude like, man, this guy is really good. And I'm like trying to explain to John the difficulty in like, you know, like we're all like, you know, we all grew up like metalheads, punks, whatever. Like, and you know, when we were younger, I know I did. I don't know about you guys. I did. I had this mentality of like, it's just some dude going up on stage and pressing play. Nah, that's no. I have a DJ controller hooked up right now on the desk, and I'm like, I can't do any of the shit that dude was doing. Like,
and for the rest of the show, Joe is going to try mixing the audio using that while we try to carry it onward. This is going to be painful.
I honestly thought about playing all the music off of that today, but I was like, nah, I'm just going to do it the regular way. Makes more sense to do it the regular way, because...
I'm here and it'll break.
Yes, exactly.
Just start smoking.
I have to go buy a new DJ controller. I do fully intend at some point to go do a throwback night, so I've been working on, getting all the songs together for that. Mm-hmm. I don't have a specific playlist in mind, but just like I want to do like late 80s, all of the 90s, and like the first half of the 2000s. So because like
Wu-Tang.
I started
like
playing.
That came up again.
I started playing 90s stuff. There's definitely some Wu-Tang in there.
Good.
Started playing some 90s stuff, and I'm like, man, I need to find this song. And then it's like, oh, this song came out in like 2002. Shit. Okay, let me go. So it ended up becoming like, all right, I'm gonna expand this to like just a throwback night instead of a 90s night. So that way I can throw some 80s shit in there. I can throw some 2000s shit in there. And like, I'll probably still have some stuff from like, later in the decade of the 2000s, but like for the most part, it's like 2000 to 2005. Just because it's like, okay, I need this song. I need this song. I need this song. Ooh, Linkin Park. Okay, Papa Roach. Those will get people go. Those will get people going, even at like a throwback dance night or whatever, I guess. But so I'm trying to like basically.
Papa Roach just aggressively.
Yeah. This is basically trying to, learn how to use this thing, and then I'm going to get with Greg Burt and set up a date and get out there and do a DJ set, which I haven't done in almost 20 years now. So I was with my kid's mom last time I did a DJ set. So, and my kid just turned 18, so actually just literally 4 days ago, just turned 18.
That's right.
So, yeah.
Happy birthday. You actually watch this.
She doesn't.
I was no. Even Jenny was like, I don't have to watch it, do I? I'm like, no, you don't have to watch it. I wouldn't force you to watch me on a video for 2 hours.
What's she gonna do? She's sitting there, she's gonna be sitting there at the stadium with her phone. Joan Jett's playing. She's watching you on a podcast.
And what Annie from
I was gonna say the one thing I'm bummed about not being at that show for is because Annie is Joan Jett's lighting director.
Yep. And
from Jackknife Stiletto.
Jackknife Stiletto down in New York City, Long Island.
Long Island, yeah, Long Island.
They were always a fun time to play with. They were good.
Those are our girls. And for when we did Muller Mania this year, I wore a Jackknife Stiletto T-shirt because Brian was always wearing that Jackknife Stiletto hoodie. And I posted a picture of me wearing the T-shirt, and I tagged each member of Jackknife Stiletto. And I'm like, Brian loved you guys so much. I hope you guys know that, because he always, like, until he got our hoodie, he wore your hoodie everywhere. And then he had a second hoodie because he was wearing ours.
Yeah.
But Joe and John and guest, his name is Nick, best and worst tag team in pro wrestling, like ever or now? Because that makes a big difference.
I would have to go ever because I don't really watch anymore.
Ever is Demolition, with a close second being FTR.
As the worst?
As the best.
As the best. I'm like, whoa.
The best.
Outsiders as the best. I'm sorry, even if they weren't the best in ring talent, because Kevin Nash, he was kind of a one-trick pony. He was a big, tall dude, but he had a great personality. He could sell a character. Just based on their character work alone, you either loved them or you hated them. You were with them or you were against them.
Sure.
Type of deal. Like, that's a good character. So they're the best. Worst?
What you think about worst? What's the best tag team?
New Age Outlaws.
Oh, you didn't know? You're still running with the Ass Boys?
Yes. Ass Boys number one.
I'll tell you what, man. I hated the Acclaimed for like the first couple of months. I thought Max Caster sucked at rapping, and now it's just like, oh shit, the Acclaimed are on. Like, mute everything else, turn up the TV, let me watch this. So like they like most improved wrestler over the last year. Give it to Max Caster for me. But worst tag teams. Fuck. There's been some bad ones.
Edge and Christian. I don't like them as
Really?
a tag team. I mean,
Really?
I think that was very early on. They were still kind of doing
Okay.
the vampire thing. with
So
the
so
Brood.
like Brood era Edge and
Yes.
Christian.
I did not like them as a tag. So we'll say the Brood.
Did they grow on you when they split off from Gangrel and started doing the 5 second the 5 second pose for the benefit of those with flash photography?
Yeah, they really started to grow on me more when they started to go more separate solo.
Yeah.
Because they were great characters, but I think together they kind of, it's like putting two real bright lights right next to each other. They both just cause a blur that makes it hard to look at in a way. But if you space them properly, it's like, oh man, that's a real brilliant light. So that's how I kind of see them.
Worst tag team for me, Heidenreich era Legion of Doom.
Oh God.
Yeah. You had that painful memory blocked until I just mentioned it. And now you're like, oh yeah, you're right.
There was a communal groan in this room.
Yeah. Yeah, that was whose stupid idea was that? Like, Animal didn't want to do it. Heidenreich didn't have a tenth of the charisma Hawk had.
No.
And I am not a Legion of Doom guy. I am very clearly a Demolition guy. But like, yeah, you like, even not being a Legion of Doom guy, who the fuck decided Heidenreich should be in the Legion of Doom? That was terrible. Terrible. What about you?
Bushwhackers.
Bushwhackers. Oh, man. You're a little younger than us, so I think we can forgive you for that one.
I mean,
If you only caught like the tail end of the career, you didn't see them on Family Matters, you know, you don't know how good they actually were. You're just
Yeah.
you're like, oh, those goofy ass guys that licked everybody and did the arm thing, you know? Like,
When they really started going more gimmicky and
Right.
more of the shtick, which was definitely like the twilight era of their career.
I was talking to Andy from Wrestle with Andy because we did a video about wrestlers on TV shows, and that wasn't one of them. The Bushwhackers on Family Matters. I'm like, dude, you got to do a part 2. You have to talk about the Bushwhackers on Family Matters.
One of my favorite ones, though, is Bret Hart on The Simpsons. It smells like old man in here.
So they originally wrote that part as a generic wrestler that happened to be played by Bret Hart because they didn't know who he was. And they wound up, after the fact, they're like, oh, this guy's a big deal. And then they made the character be Bret Hart.
Right. Yeah, that was terrific. He's just in like the Hitman pose and everything. It was terrific. So great. He's a national treasure of Canada.
Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels?
Aw, man. I love Shawn. Shawn will...
I
just
feel the
enjoy-
butt coming.
I just enjoyed him, but Bret Hart was also a favorite. Like when they really started to go at it, like especially like when it was DX and the Hart Foundation and everything, it was tough to root for one side at that point. It was, because I liked both of them.
So a big point of contention between Brian and I, and also Brian and his childhood best friend Chris. Chris and I are Shawn Michaels guys all the way through.
Yeah.
And Brian was a Bret Hart guy. And it's just like, man, like, you know.
I have the shirt from right after WrestleMania 12 when it's him posing with the belt on, like when he first won it, like down, and then on the back it's just got, well, pretty much this with like the dates and everything and whatever tagline saying they were using, like the dream of a kid or something. I can't remember it, but it's another shirt.
Oh, the boyhood dream becomes
Yeah.
reality. Yeah. Okay.
That.
Yeah. Okay. What was the next question here? Question for you all. What is your favorite sandwich, and what is the grossest sandwich you've seen someone eat? That's an interesting question.
Peanut butter and jelly. Favorite.
Okay.
Anything with pickles.
Anything with pickles is the worst for you?
Yes, disgusting. Pickles are disgusting.
We'll come back from the song break and we'll give John and I his answers because that'll give me time to think about it and also time for you to think about it. And we're going to play a band that we love who is playing their final show tomorrow night at Tudor Lounge. It is ToyBox Brigade. I can't talk.
ToyBox Brigade.
Thank you.
Welcome.
ToyBox Brigade. Their last show is tomorrow night at the Tudor Lounge. They are with Turkey Blaster Omega and Do It With Malice, and they are opening for Bad Time Records, Stomp Records, ska from New Orleans called Joystick. And sad to see ToyBox go. They're one of my favorite bands to go see live. We've had them on the show.
Right.
They got us an interview with like Cooley Ranks of the Pilfers once. like we're like, oh, Eddie and Josh are coming on the show, and Eddie's like, yeah, Cooley Ranks is gonna call in. Is that cool? Like, yeah. So this is I got my Pepsi bottle on the song titles here. This is ToyBox Brigade. This song is called Sinking on all WNY Think So Joe Show. Any second now. There it is. ToyBox Brigade, perhaps for the last time on the Think So Joe show. They're playing the last show. It's sad to see them go.
Well, I mean, you're allowed to continue playing their music, Joe.
I'm aware. We typically play bands that are playing on that weekend.
All right, that's fair.
And
that
you just happen to be here, so it was like, let's play some XM.
Yeah, right.
Because that'll make my job easier. I only have to find 3 bands instead of 4.
Right, and you went with like something old too. Like I was while the song him and I were talking while you were off before we said very nice things about you.
You know I can watch this back later, right?
We said very nice things about you, Joe. Very nice things.
Very nice.
Now he's going to skim through the whole thing just to see if we're telling the truth or if we're lying. I'm actually very happy with ourselves right now that we're going to make him go through that inconvenience. I don't know what you did to deserve that, but you're welcome.
Yes.
You're
Very welcome.
So we were asked before the break, favorite sandwich and the grossest sandwich. I don't know, I like an old Italian style sandwich. You know, I put like salami and Swiss cheese and some ham.
All right.
Get some mayo or whatever else I feel like putting on there. You don't like? You're not a mayo guy.
No, just put butter on there.
Miracle Whip for me anyway, but not fake Miracle Whip.
No, I don't like either.
Not fake Miracle Whip, Nick.
Fake Miracle Whip. I'm using butter. I'm a fat kid.
It was a Nick and Dan show reference. He missed.
Do you know how drunk we were?
I was in the room with you guys. I know.
So drunk for like that entire season.
There was I was on the Nick and Dan show every week for season 2. And the storyline was I was trapped in Scott's office and was getting drunker and drunker as the weeks went on.
We were force feeding him booze.
And I opened up the fridge and there's like imitation Miracle Whip. And I'm just like, it's fake Miracle Whip. Why is it fake Miracle Whip?
That was great. And by the end, he's just flopping on the desk, mumbling. It was terrific. There is a supercut of that.
Yeah, there is. It came out after
Exham Priory YouTube.
It came out after season 3.
Yep.
And then I was a guest on season 4. I actually just found the footage from that the other day.
We did 4 seasons. I think we only did 3.
Okay, maybe I was on.
It was the end of season 3.
Right. So you guys.
No.
Did you did maybe a break in between and did the supercut? Because I know you did the supercut before I was a guest.
Probably.
Okay. So yeah, I don't know. Either way, I found the interview and I found all the clips that I had sent in for you guys to use before we did the season finale where you broke me out of jail and played the Rick Astley cover
and Creeping Death by Metallica.
Creeping Death, yeah.
Yep. Oh man, that was a fun version. I liked that version. It wasn't a good version.
I was not expecting to be asked to sing. I'm like,
I made you do it anyway.
You guys sure you want to lose your 2 viewers?
Worth it.
But yeah, it was a good time. I was watching back the interview, and I meant to put a reference to that when I was promoting the show, but I was like in such a hurry to get everything like kind of cleaned up around here because I've been busy and lazy. By the way, happy National Lazy Day. Shout out to Lazy Ass Destroyer. Anyway.
I mean, that's all right. He's going to be pissed when he eventually comes to. I left Carl at home. I was supposed to bring him today, but he was passed out drunk up in the attic. I don't even know why he was in the attic, but...
So I was going to make a reference to that interview, and I was gonna call you the Hetfield to my Newstead, because you had asked me if I was your Dave Mustaine.
No. Dave, that'd be the other one that used to be in the band. That's exactly how we threw him out, too. We woke him up on a couch, and after we had after we pulled all of our gear out of the practice space in his basement, we kind of kicked the side of the couch. He kind of half woke up, and we said, dude, just so you know, you're out. We need you to sign this contract, and here's your money. And that was that.
I got that phone call right after that.
Yep.
Because I was like in the band, I was in the loop on everything, and I'm like, I didn't know anything that was going on until you called and told me, and obviously that's something that we're not going to discuss, but like, you called me up and you're like, yeah, we just Mustained him. But you had asked if I was your Mustaine, and I forget what the other comparison you made was, and I said no, if anything, if you guys are Metallica, I'm Newstead. Because, like, you know...
Are you a teenager? That is amazing. You're terrible for your age. Jesus. Wait, no. Dude, you said 34 earlier. That's right.
When we first got him in the band, I thought he was in his 20s. And I'm just like Brian found... I'm like, Brian's like, dude, this dude he's begging me to fucking audition for drums. Let's go try it out.
Like I told you, I used to work at Rapids Theater with Brian, and he said, "Oh, my band's breaking up. Our drummer just quit." So I kept bugging him the whole day. Can I join? Can I join? Can I try out? Can I try out? He's like, "Fine, now leave me alone."
So Brian's like, oh man, this dude's been begging. Like he wants to try out. He's pretty young though. Like we get to John's house, and I'm like, this dude's like 23. I don't want to be in a band with a kid. And then he's like, yeah, I'm 32. You know, I got a kid in high school. Like what?
I'm a full-grown man.
Like, oh, okay, I feel better about this. And now John and I just go everywhere together. Like,
Joe's looking around like, does he have his permission slip to be here?
Did somebody even ask you about should your drummer be in the bar at a show?
I don't think so. I remember you forgetting your ID, and we're like, dude, we'll vouch for you.
I forgot my ID. I even forgot my symbols before. So
that was somebody else's show though.
not this show.
Yeah, and now you're like, I should bring my symbols to Music is Art, and everybody else is like, no, you really shouldn't, because they're providing that shit for you, dude. She told you just bring your double pedal.
Because you have so little time. Like, it's like, get your ass up there, tune up really quick, and go.
The original random guy in the back is in the chat.
Oh,
We just saw him. We saw him over the weekend.
I saw him today, but
we didn't. We did not get to talking about that because we were talking about Lost Lake Lions, and we'll talk about.
We didn't
Sunday
talk
later.
about my sandwich.
We did not. We did not.
No, we didn't.
No. I don't know what the grossest sandwich I've ever seen is. I don't know. I mean, if somebody likes something, I'm not gonna hold it against them.
Favorite sandwich? I got to go with Nick.
Peanut butter and jelly. All right.
Yo, it's
Worst
the
sandwich? The most disgusting sandwich I ever saw. You guys ever saw The Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
Was she making that sandwich in the back?
Yeah, that did not look appetizing.
No, that was the grossest sandwich.
Oh, or you know what? Tuna sandwich. That's
Tuna,
fucking disgusting. That is disgusting. That is not fish. There's gray goop that's been shredded.
So Leland wants to know what Metallica. He asked this before the song break, but we were talking about something else. Which Metallica shirt do you wear to the concert? None of them. Brian would like come down and kill me.
I'm sorry. That whole shtick.
I know.
You can't wear the shirt of the band you're going. That came from PCU. It wasn't until that movie came out that was a thing. You know, you were going to see a band you loved, you wore their fucking shirt, let the rest of the people know which team you were on.
I always tell this story of I went to the Alice Cooper and problematic asshole concert, and I was wearing one of their T-shirts because that was back before we knew how problematic asshole was. So I was wearing one of their T-shirts, and Brian comes walking up to me in the fucking line. He's like, dude, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to wear the shirt of the band you're going to see. And, the security guard who knew Brian hears this whole conversation. He comes over and he goes, hey, man, nice shirt. And then he points at Brian and he looks at his shirt. He goes, Limp Bizkit.
Wait.
Where are you standing in the crowd so I can protect you?
That's a very key point, though. But I understand why you held that back until that moment. He was going people around. I mean, I shouldn't hate on Limp Bizkit. The new album was as good as their old albums. And if you were into Limp Bizkit, it's a gold album. Like, I like how he kind of leans into that he's an old dude, like an older dude with a dad bod. So it's like kudos to him, but still. You can't rag on somebody for something cliche like that, and then you're rocking a Limp Bizkit shirt.
It's you have to hold it to that point in the story. It's like in Roger Rabbit where he's in the handcuffs.
Yeah.
And he slips out. He's like, you could have got out of these cuffs the whole time? Why? No, only when it's funny.
Yup. That's great.
Is it legal to wear a Megadeth shirt to the concerts?
Yeah, they made up at this point.
Yeah, right. They did the Big Four.
Lars and Dave sat down in a room and cried together during a documentary movie.
Absolutely. Some kind of monster.
That's right. Jenny has never seen that.
My mom, when I got back from San Francisco, my mom texted me like, "Hey, this is on Amazon Prime or whatever the fuck, right?" And she's like, "Have you ever seen this?" Like, yeah.
Saw it in theaters.
I didn't see it in theaters, but I got it like the day it released on DVD. And then I was like, "Ma, check out this one." And I sent her the 3D one. What the fuck was that? Through the Never.
Through the Never.
Yeah.
Which, was all right.
Did you see it in 3D IMAX?
No.
I did. So we're 1 for 1 on seeing these in theaters.
Right.
I saw it 3D IMAX, and it was like being at a fucking Metallica show. It's like, whoa.
No, the one I saw was just in 2D.
Yeah.
It was a smaller theater. But,
Yeah.
Whatever.
I got it. I watch it occasionally. It's something to put on. They keep putting their stuff on and taking it off of the Coda collection on fucking Amazon. Like, they had it on for, like, when they did this 40th anniversary shows in December. They took it down, and then they put everything back up. It's like, all right, cool, I'm going to watch Cunning Stunts. Because I had that on VHS when I was younger. So I'm watching that, and then, like, I went to go just put on some Metallica content the other day. It's all gone. It's not on there anymore. Like, why am I paying this extra $5 a month now? Because I wanted all this Metallica content, and it's not there.
Probably because they remembered that they have their own servers, and they used to have an amazing vault collection that...
Yes.
And they had
they're doing the...
I liked it because they had the different levels, too, because you had, like, the free part of the vault that was a lot more like the old... Like, they even had shows from, like, 83, 80,
Sure.
like, very early on where, you know, there's one or two you're surprised, like, they got as far as, like, oh, man, they really were rough to start at some points. But you could see the framework there. But then you could pay more.
So my buddy that I'm going to Pittsburgh with sends me this flyer the other day, and he says, you know, it's somebody selling it on eBay for 160 something bucks, right? And it's purported to be from 1983. It's Metallica with Keel, right? With Keel playing at this place behind the airport. They're playing a show, and then right after this other local band is going to play 2 sets, right? Well, the problem is the flyer says Wednesday, August 6th. That wasn't a Wednesday in 1983, so my buddy's already skeptical. Plus, Keel didn't form until 1984, and Metallica didn't play any dates around that time in Buffalo, so, like, something's up with this flyer. He was thinking it was a fake. And I'm like, well, you did most of the research I would do, and then I was just kind of curious about it. So I looked into it further and decided to look up the band Ezekiel that was playing after the show.
Right.
And unbelievably to me, there was on their Facebook page that flyer, like a very beat up version of that flyer, and it says, who was there? The show that never happened. Apparently, Metallica had, that show was officially booked. It was supposed to happen. Metallica, like 2 days before the show, was like, yeah, we're not doing it. And decided, because, like, at that point, they were, because it was from 1986. It wasn't 83 like they had originally posted on eBay. But I guess, like, Metallica was, like, already doing stadium, but, like, arenas, you know, bigger shows. So they're like, yeah, we're not going to play this little club that holds, like, 50 people. Plus, they were getting ready to go on a European tour. So, like, yeah, we're just going to go home for a few days. So that show never actually happened, and you could buy the flyer on eBay. Actually, the dudes sent me an offer for $135 to buy the flyer, and I'm like, I just don't know what I would do with it. Like,
yeah, it's not like it's signed by them or it's like a key.
Like it is a
like,
it is a
first
cool
big arena show. Like maybe, but.
It is a cool, like, interesting little piece of Metallica history. But, like, to have to do that much research that I did to find out what the fuck that history was,
yeah,
it's a cool little piece of merch, but I don't know where the fuck I would put it.
Have you checked out the Metallica? Was the black
the black box? Yeah, the black box
that's
is cool.
pretty nifty.
Yeah,
I dig that stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I haven't looked at it lately. I looked at it, like, when it first went up, and they had, like, pictures from around, like, the Black Album era and stuff. Just like, oh man, that's pretty cool. I got to keep coming back here, and then I just haven't.
Right.
So, I've been, like, super busy, and also trying to, like, learn how to play drums and learn how to DJ and learn how to do all this other shit. So.
Careful, he's gonna break your legs and take you a spot for it.
I ain't breaking his legs again, man. That's I'm dragging this boy around from fucking Pittsburgh on a broken foot.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
He's walking around on crutches and a walking boot, and we're
6 weeks.
we had a bus down to Pittsburgh. We had like a 4-hour layover in Erie. So it's like, dude, let's go to the mall. We can be in air conditioning and get food because the bus station was closed.
It was the worst idea. Well, it wasn't.
You saw that dog. It wasn't the worst idea.
That wasn't the worst. That dog wanted me to take him home.
You saw that dog. That wasn't the worst idea. That was
Gave
actually
me the head nod.
It was a pretty good idea because it was like 85 degrees that day, and we would have just melted in the fucking sun if we would have stood outside of the bus station.
But that walk through the mall was horrible for me.
Yeah. Well, then you had a little bit longer of a bus ride from Erie to Pittsburgh to kind of rest, and then we got an Uber to the hotel, and then back to the venue. It's a cool venue. It's called Stage AE, and it's a reversible venue, which they can do shows inside and outside on the same stage.
They can turn it inside out.
Yeah.
It's like pull the cord and it flips like a pink sock.
Basically, yeah.
And then look at your face is terrific.
I'm thinking like, dude, we're gonna fucking it's gonna be super hot. We're gonna melt. I'm wearing like no sleeves. I'm wearing shorts. I got sunscreen on. I am like ready for an outdoor show.
You wear sleeves on stage? I've never seen you wear sleeves on stage.
I don't wear sleeves on stage, but I was wearing no sleeves in Pittsburgh at the Less Than Jake show. But so I'm like, all right, I'm ready for this outdoor show. And we get there and it's indoors. I'm like, even better. And then Bowling for Soup talked for half an hour.
Yes.
On their 45-minute set. So. That's
a lot of talking.
That is a lot of talking. Mm-hmm. That is more talking than you or I do on stage.
Right. How was the soup?
The music was good when they were playing music, but, they're stopping in between to tell 5-minute stories every song. Literally every song. They're like, oh, I know everybody hates listening to new songs when they go to concerts. Like this one time, I accidentally saw the Gin Blossoms. And then he just goes on for like 5 minutes about how he saw the Gin Blossoms accidentally twice. And like both times they're like, oh, we're going to play a new song. And everybody just kind of groaned. Like, yeah. But it was way more long-winded than that. It's like, dude, just shut up and play.
Right, and why is he going to hang on the Gin Blossoms? New Miserable Experience is one of the best albums of the 90s.
I have it on vinyl around here somewhere.
I've had it on cassette, CD, and I think I have the record too. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I found it on vinyl. I was like, gotta have it.
Nice.
Did a video about it, gotta have it. So, but yeah, I'm dragging him everywhere on fucking crutches. We get to Cleveland, and I'm like looking for a place to eat because the restaurant in the fucking bus station's closed for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right, let's find some place to eat. And I find this place called Becky's, which is a place that Yellow Sauce had gone to previously when we played in Cleveland. So I was like, dude, we're going to fucking Becky's. And then we had to find the place. Google's taking us way the fuck out of the way.
Walking.
John's got to walk on crutches over the.
I'm dying.
And then we went to Rochester later in the week.
Yes.
But on the bright side, they let you in through the side. You didn't have to wait in the security line.
And shit.
Got to use the elevator.
Felt like a king.
Like, all right, Hobbles, come with us.
Yes.
We get to SummerSlam and we're standing out in line. His foot's he's cleared to walk. He's cleared to walk. We're standing out in this line. I'm like, damn it, why the fuck is it? You should have just brought your crutches, man. They might have let us in the side door or something.
Dick move. No, you can't do that.
Yeah, I know. Instead of standing in this damn line, it's fucking hot out here. Anyway, yeah.
Where did we start that conversation with?
Me breaking his legs so I can play drums.
There we go.
But like, if I break his legs and play drums, then who's playing guitar? So that's
I don't know. Who's on first?
I don't know. I kind of wanted to do like a solo thing, and I'm like, I don't know how to program drum tracks, so I'm just gonna learn how to play drums. Fuck it.
Please let it be Joe does Phil Collins. Please. I will pay so much money for that. So much money for that right there. I will fund the fucking thing. I'm flat broke, and I will figure out a way.
Can you feel it in the air tonight?
Exactly. And if you approached it like William Shatner, that's
oh God, that's how I got to do the vocals. I'm not a great singer, so I got to do the Shatner.
There we go. Joe does Phil Collins.
I can feel it
by William
coming
Shatner
in the air tonight.
Oh Lord.
I don't know.
Oh Lord.
See, this is gold.
This is gold. Yeah. You got something here. I'm digging it.
I'm gonna have to do that just for you now. I'm gonna have to.
You're good. Awesome.
I've been doing enough covers, man. We're working on an 80s covers
Yes,
EP.
we are. Oh, God.
We got a new bass player, and he's already done an 80s covers EP with his other band. So
All right.
luckily, it's none of the songs we were going to do because like we were already working on ours when theirs came out. And we're like, oh, shit. People are going to think we just copied them, and now we have their bass player. So, yeah.
No, for something completely different.
I sent you the videos, right, from Karina's.
Yes, I've not had a chance to actually
Okay.
sit down and watch them yet. I've been
So
so fucking busy.
Karina's birthday show. We ripped through 3 songs, and then I'm just like, shout out to the other bands, and it's great to be here at Stamps, and we're celebrating Karina today. And that said, this is a song off our 80s covers EP, and then we played "You Spin Me" by Dead or Alive.
All right.
But like
went with
before we started playing, she's like, "Oh, fuck you."
And Katie was like, fuck you, too.
We finished the song. I'm like,
because we all knew what song she thought was going to happen.
Yes.
we finished the song. I'm like, were you expecting something else? She's like, yeah, kinda.
And then boom, you hit her with it, didn't you?
So we're getting to the end of the set. We're getting to Gerarg. Katie's like, yeah, we got, for everybody who's excited to see this set end, we got 2 songs left. So we get through Gerarg. She's like, we got 1 song left. And we played Incel, and then we launched into Rick Astley. So
She didn't see it coming.
Awesome.
I'm sure she did.
Oh, she did, but
She texted me later. She's like, I really loved your entire set, even the covers.
she was dancing.
Yes, she was.
Remember that time that we made Dan drive us around and I literally figured
Yes.
out how to play that song while playing it?
You can find this on the Nick and Dan shows. Was it the season finale of season 3?
I don't know if that was included in the episode. I think
that's
that was
right.
an excerpt.
Yeah, I think you did it as an excerpt and you put it on Facebook.
Yep.
So we're in the car and we had just finished shooting and we're having a conversation and Nick's like, somehow at Never Gonna Give You Up comes up. Nick gets out his phone, sets his phone down on the center console, gets his guitar, and starts playing Never Gonna Give You Up.
In the driver's seat, or in the passenger seat, not the driver's seat. That
Not the
would have
driver's
ended
seat.
Terribly. Yeah, in the passenger seat, and just... And the whole time you're laughing in the back and you're going, he's learning this right now.
I literally said that you were literally learning the song as you were playing it.
Yup.
I'm just sitting here like, dude, I could have just told you the chords because we're already covering it.
Whatever.
But,
It was more fun that way.
my guitar, when you watch that video, my guitar goes way out of tune. I had just gotten it set up and I didn't bother to like check the bends and make sure it wasn't going to bend out of tune. Turned out it was like a whole octave almost.
All right.
My G string was down to like A flat.
Nice.
Yeah, I was down to like A flat, and I'm just like playing this solo, and you can hear bam, 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 bam.
It still sounded amazing, though.
It sounded okay.
It sounded good.
I knew something was off, but I couldn't tell what until I went to like reprise it at the end. And I'm like, oh, that's out of tune.
Right.
We got attacked with balloons and stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of balloons.
What happened is like the way we play Incel now is I have a little lick in the second verse, and like when I did that bend, it bent it way the fuck out of tune.
Just keep bending it until it's right.
I guess. So, and because we launched right into the cover, it was like I didn't have time to check the tuning and tune
Right.
it. So, but it was just way off, and it's just like, damn, man, like, like one of these days we'll get a good video of us playing this song. where everything goes right and Katie remembers all the words.
Yeah, what does words process? What does words?
So I finished playing the solo, and there's a part where I just hang on a note while everybody else is playing, and so I'm holding on the solo. I reach in my back pocket, call Karina over, hand her birthday present, which is a cassette copy of Rick Astley's album.
Awesome.
So,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's the second time I gave her Rick Astley as a gift. I gave her the 45 of Never Gonna Give You Up for Christmas one year. It was the first time we did the podcast live on video.
I remember that.
Yeah. And she was like, oh, it's Rick Astley. And I'm like, here's your real present. And I give her a Glassjaw record.
That surprise was Rick Astley record inside of a Glassjaw record.
Man, that would have been a good idea.
Yeah,
Why didn't I think of
really,
that?
really mess with her.
I
Like,
think
get her the single of, Never Gonna Give You Up, but then get her the single of, what was it, Together Forever was his other
right.
hit.
I now own that album. It was a Record Store Day release last year,
yes, it
or
was.
earlier this year. So it was like, oh, I gotta get the Rick Astley record. I have to.
Yeah, I was looking for that one. They didn't have any copies by the time I got there. I think I got the last Kirk Hammett
Okay.
at the record theater on Elmwood.
I did end up getting all of the Record Store Day stuff I wanted this year, both Record Store Days.
Nice.
It took a little while to get some of it, but I got it all that I wanted. We're gonna play a song real quick, and then we'll come back. We can maybe talk about our record collections and Record Store Days. And
I like records.
yeah, we're gonna play a song from a band playing on Sunday at Mohawk Place. That's at 47 East Mohawk Street in Buffalo. Opening for the Toasters and Mephistopheles. And believe me, if I was in town on Sunday, I would be going to this show because fucking Mephistopheles is killer. The Toasters are killer. The Abruptors are killer, and they're the band we're about to play. And also Dead Lounge is on this show. That show's 7 p.m., 18 and up, 15 advance, 18 day of the show. At Mohawk Place. This is the Abruptors, their latest single, Best Wishes, Warmest Regards, on all WNY Think So Joe Show. The Abruptors on all WNY Think So Joe Show. As Nick is attempting to tune up without a tuner, and I have one around here somewhere. I just don't know where it is.
We don't believe you.
I got one on my phone. I can use that.
I don't know, Tron. I don't really believe him. How about you?
I don't believe him either.
Yeah, nobody should believe Think So, Joe. Look at the man. He's got a beard. can you really trust a guy with a beard that long? He only does one voice that I've heard so far tonight. Again, can you only trust a guy that has one voice in his head? No, you can't. You want to know who you can trust?
Nick.
I was going to say you, but all right,
yeah.
you want to trust me, that's your own fucking fault.
Dennis Clifton's in the chat, and he's in Led Uke, who opened that show the other day that we played, and he says, your band is killer. We did good. We still got the AC on, I just realized. Now it's off. Okay.
There is no AC. There is only Zool.
You can use that. I don't know where the hell that tuner disappeared to.
Well, this is my phone now. How do I turn it into Russian? Das Badanya, mein Comrade.
You're gonna let Nick tune up, and he's gonna play a song for us, I guess.
Sure.
I was thinking about you the other day. I was talking to somebody, and they had kind of an infestation of some pests in their house, some insects that you have written a song about.
Oh, yeah. No.
I was like, man. I picked up my guitar. I started playing that song because I'm like, I remember how to play this song.
That's not right at all, phone.
Gotta love the tuning song here.
Yeah, right. So,
I bet it fell back here somewhere.
we were walking along one day. Joe, John, and I know that we said earlier this is our first time hanging out. No, we lied. We were walking along, and, we saw some things scurrying around. Like we were just talking about. We wrote songs and stuff, and yeah, I don't even know where the hell I'm going with this. You really should not give me a live microphone when I'm trying to focus on something else. This is going terribly. Terribly.
They want a guitar solo.
Guitar solo!
Here, you take that, because I feel like I'm going to drop that, and then it's going to be broken, and it's all going to be my fault. Which sounds about right. But, so you were talking about vinyl records.
Yes.
Vinyl records. Let's go with that. That's a good choice. I like vinyl records. So what have you gotten lately for vinyl records?
Just got the Interrupters' new album,
Nice.
Into the Wild. That's you can see it right behind John's head there. Picked up No Doubt's Rocksteady album.
Okay.
I don't want to admit how much I paid for that.
I mean, you brought it up, so now we're kind of curious.
There's a whole pile of shit I haven't put away right behind John there. I got Grandmaster Flash and Melly Mel and the Furious Five.
Okay.
So,
Nice.
which Laura's always asking about the white line on the song break. When we go to a song break, there's a little white line at the top of the screen. I have always maintained that it is a song by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. And so I got that record a few weeks ago. I'm like, John, hand me that record. What's it say right there? What's the name of track 2 on side B? White lines. Don't do it.
That's right. I mean, I feel like Rick James taught us that very important lesson. Don't
Yeah,
do
but-
white
yeah.
lines.
Yeah.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Did you know that Duran Duran covered that song?
That doesn't surprise me.
Duran Duran did a killer cover of White Lines.
That also doesn't surprise me. Duran Duran was good. I liked Duran Duran. Like, I can't sit here and say that I can name every song of theirs, but everything I've heard, I've enjoyed.
I'll tell you what, man, I was sleeping on Duran Duran for the longest time, because like the only song I really realized was by them was like Hungry Like the Wolf. And then I started hearing like other songs, and like one of my favorite songs nowadays is Ordinary World, which they put out in the 90s. It's a great song, and it makes me, like, every time I hear it, I think of Brian. Because like, just from the lyrics, like, oh man, like, yeah, this song is really hitting home.
Right.
And so, but like, yeah, I was sleeping on them for a long time. So, yeah, Duran Duran is definitely a much better band than I ever gave them credit for. So.
There. Yeah, so you have definitely in the past couple of years, and we could certainly credit it to Brian to some degree, records, vinyl.
Yeah,
been
definitely credit that to
All
Brian.
in. And we could probably put that right on him directly.
Yes.
But how many would you say you have?
555.
Wow, that's a very exact number.
Yeah, well, everything's cataloged in Discogs.
Oh,
So,
no, I don't do that. I just have shelves
no, as soon as a
crammed
record,
full. They're all alphabetized.
as soon as a record comes in, it goes right into my Discogs collection, just so I have them organized. And what I like to do sometimes is I will go on Discogs and I will just hit random out of my collection and just put on whatever comes up. 556 now. The Interrupters added to that. I do have coming this week the original motion picture score of Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Okay, all right.
I would like to, I don't know if they ever put the actual soundtrack out with like the Red Hot Chili Peppers and White Zombie and Ozzy Osbourne and all that. I don't know if they ever put that out on vinyl. I know they put it out on CD. If they put it out on vinyl, I need to find it because now I got this score and I'm going to be like, I really want to listen to like all the songs that are actually in it.
Want to know it's a great score? The original Superman. John Williams. That's a wonderful original motion picture soundtrack. Man, he was good.
Did you ever, I know you're a big Superman guy, do you have the Superman 2 soundtrack with the holograms?
I don't actually. I've seen that. I've thought about it. I just never really pulled the trigger, but I've seen those. And yeah, most excellent. You didn't see that a lot on records back then. So
Yeah. I have a Jack White record, which is, it's like the super deluxe edition. And it's like really interesting because one side plays backwards,
right?
Like it plays from the inside out, and there's hidden tracks. One is at 45 and one is at 78. Mm-hmm. And then on side A, there's an angel hologram in the runout groove that just kind of spins around and it spins around. So it's and also. The first track on side 2, depending on where you drop the needle, you get a different version of the song.
Oh, go figure.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
There's either there's an acoustic version, there's an electric version, and wherever you drop the needle, that determines which version you hear, and then it just kind of meets up in the middle of the song.
Gotcha.
So it's
interesting.
There's records out there that have kind of gimmicky stuff like that where, you know, there is a record out there where if you drop the needle in one spot, you get a completely different side as opposed to if you drop it in another spot on the same side.
Man, that's gotta be a pain because that requires like two completely separate turns spaced apart properly. So you got almost like one song in between the other one. That's super weird.
Here's another record I got recently, Crowded House.
Hey, you're going old school.
So I was watching a video of Rick Astley shopping at Amoeba Records, and he was gushing about Crowded House.
How much Rick Astley would you say you watch in a 7-day?
7-day period?
7-day period.
A video or two.
All right. Now, hang on. Here's how long are these videos?
20 minutes.
Okay, that's he's like, oh, they're each like 5 hours. Whoa, 10 hours Rick Astley a week.
But I'm watching this video of Rick Astley talking about what he's buying at the record store, and he is like, he's a Foo Fighters super fan.
Who wouldn't be?
Right.
I just want to hug Dave Grohl.
Dude, there was a video popped up in my memories the other day of Rick Astley, and he's playing Never Gonna Give You Up, and then he goes, you know, he just shifts in the middle of the song and starts going, give you the best, the best, the best, the best. he foo rolls you.
Nice.
And then, but he was really talking about, he was talking about Don't Dream It's Over by Crowded House. And he had just bought the record. I'm like, you know, that is a good song. And I saw him talk about it. I saw Professor of Rock talk about it. And I'm like, you know what, if Rick Astley says this is a good album, and Professor of Rock is like, this is like one of the best albums overall. Not just this song, but the whole album. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to give it a chance. And I bought it. I picked it up. I got a chance to listen to it once, and it's pretty good. Live at the Roxy, the Tragically Hip.
Okay.
That's got the Killer Whale Tank.
Nice.
And also the Double Suicide version of Highway Girl. Where...
I don't know what that is.
I can't remember how that went.
Does he have like highway girls that have committed suicide?
No.
We need to ask more questions. I think we need to ask more questions. Like, why are bananas yellow?
That's a good question, Leland. Ask Bob Paul.
Why?
I don't,
we require an answer.
Is that bananacist?
No, it's not. I mean, maybe banana ages because, baby bananas are still
Sure,
green.
sure.
And then the older bananas, they turn brown. But I feel like they're sweeter at that point. So you got to find the happy middle ground where it's not just mush when you open up the banana peel and when it's not, like, super dense. Because then it's not sweet at all.
You're talking about me going old school. I'm looking at my recent acquisitions here. In a 2-day span, I got Nancy Sinatra Boots, Pink Floyd The Wall, and Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Welcome to the Pleasure Dome.
Oh my God, Starland Vocal Band? Oh, dude.
Starland Vocal Band? They suck! Gotta love a good Simpsons reference.
Yup.
Here's one I got back in April. It's an album called Rise by some band called Exham Priory.
I love eggs and ham. And yes, they would be a priority.
And then 2 days before that, I got Whenever You Need Somebody, Rick Astley.
There you go.
Kitty Spit, Coolio, It Takes a Thief.
I never got into Kitty. I tried.
I like that first album.
Yeah.
And but when I was listening to it, it very much is of that time period where I'm just like, shit, I want to listen to Coal Chamber now.
Cold Chamber's another one of those where they were good, but there was just some things I didn't care for. Like there's a singer, he was very niche. Like he was good at very specific things, but I feel like outside of that, I got a little lost.
So this is my record store day haul. Was Everlast, Whitey Ford Sings the Blues, Red Hot Chili Peppers Unlimited Love Deluxe Edition, Jackson 5 ABC, The Offspring Greatest Hits, Sunshine on a Lathe, The Proclaimers.
Nice.
Punk 45, DIY or Die. It's like punk 45s from the late 70s in the UK. Just on, one album. Frankie Goes to Hollywood Altered Reels, which is why I ended up buying Welcome to the Pleasure Dome, because this is like the remixes of the two big songs from that. Belle Biv DeVoe Poison. Iggy Pop Berlin 91.
All right.
Coolio It Takes a Thief. Kitty Spit. Rick Astley Whenever You Need Somebody. So, also Joan Jett and the Blackhearts Acoustics. And Kirk Hammett Portals.
Damn it, now I have Shock the Monkey in my head. You had to mention Cold Chamber. And they did that cover.
Fucking Cold Chamber, man.
Shock the Monkey. They covered Shock the Monkey.
I'm sitting here.
Which was not my favorite Peter Gabriel song to begin with. It was weird. And then they did it with Ozzy. Didn't they? Have you heard the Ozzy single with Jeff Beck?
No.
Oh, man. Patient Number 9. It's like 7+ minutes long. It's a radio single, and it is most excellent. Most excellent. Highly recommend. That and Jeff Beck. He's a freaking amazing guitar player.
Ozzy does some amazing collaborations. Did you
Ozzy.
The Howard Stern soundtrack? Mm-hmm. Him and Typo Negative, Pictures of Matchstick Man.
Yep. He did a duet with Busta on Nativity in Black 2.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Buster Rhymes rapped over Iron Man.
Oh, wow.
Like the riff from Iron Man, and then Ozzy came in and did a completely different, like a new part for his version.
I gotta listen to some shit tonight, apparently.
Yeah. It's one of those, I'm not going to say that it's like, wow, but it's something. It's not terrible, especially if you do like late 90s hip-hop. It's definitely in that vein.
Sure. So this is what I like about having everything cataloged in Discogs, is if I'm sitting here like, what do I want to listen to? Mm-hmm. And I got to really clean the studio so I could get to everything, all my records into the turntable and everything, because usually this room is super cluttered, and because there's like drums in here now most of the time. I move those out of here just so I could have room for you. But like if I go on Discogs, I'm like, what do I want to listen to? I can hit random collection item, and it tells me I should listen to The Violent Femmes. All right, Nick's got a guitar.
Nice. I do.
Nick is going to play us a song, I think.
Yeah, I do. I think it's in tune. If not, it's close enough for rock and roll. And
by the way, bananas are yellow because instead of blood, they have sauce, according to Yellow Sauce.
It's got legs.
They're the banana experts.
It tracks, absolutely. I mean, I'm only gonna listen to Professor Leland. That's it. He's the authority on bananas and all things weird.
Paul from Twin Lions jumped in. He says, I'm super late to the party, but...
Hey,
no,
Paul.
that's... Or is that a different Paul?
I don't know. I can't see from here.
Paul,
You
Paul,
said
Paul Versillo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Paul from Twin
Yeah.
Lions.
That's
And
what
Airplane.
I know so many
Yeah.
people, man. I get confused. Super late to the party, but I love you, boys. He says,
Love you too.
Love you too, bud.
and Leland agrees that the new Aussie signals are the our choice fire. No, is that a hand? That's a hand. No, that's a fire. And Mark loves himself some bananas. All right, here's Nick Lucido.
Another round inside the rough, and what you got is not enough. The broken ice in your veins pushes you along. If paradise is what you seek beneath the constant fucking heat, hoist the black flag high and fight on to the door. No corner for you. And by the way, in the sun, the heat beats down and desecrates your tarnished crown. The blood stain on your knuckles with water washed away. Stand to die, no concede. It's best to die upon your feet than on your knees and survive another day. No corner for you. And by the way, time ticks by and still you try without a sunbeam in the sky. The bombs block out the sun, so fight on in the shade. To clench your fists and gnash your teeth, stirring up the rage beneath. Hoist the black flag high and push them all away. No color for you. And by the way, speak will you say true or fall and fade?
Leland says, nice XM Priory cover. Where do you get it? The XM Priory store?
And that was No Quarter, the only single authorized that's
Yes.
currently at like 16.5 thousand streams on
Really? Nice.
Spotify alone, which is
Wow.
most excellent. Like, we actually had our most successful payday last month. We made a whole $7.
Nice.
45 cents
Nice.
from streams.
I don't think we've made that in the entirety of our catalog.
I've been putting out music forever, and it's the most I've made literally cumulatively. So
I think collectively, like, we may have made that much as a band, but like
Yeah.
individually, like our royalties are like $2 or something. So.
yeah, no, it's been awesome. It's
Yeah.
just been picked up. It's getting listened to by like bunches of people
Absolutely.
in countries. So thank you for everybody that's listening. And if you aren't yet, go to the Exham Priory Facebook or go to, Spotify, follow us and things, and throw it on your favorite playlists.
Do you still have copies available on vinyl?
Yes, we do have Rise on vinyl. That's going to be on our Bandcamp. Or if you know any of the band members, just hit them up and we can point you towards where you can buy it.
I
got a bunch.
had mine before you had yours.
Yeah, that's a true freaking story. I waited for weeks, like 2 weeks before I finally got mine. Everybody else got theirs except for me. And I just sat there, twiddling my thumbs, and
Leland's got
finally
his.
it showed up. Right, and thank you guys. I know you guys
Yeah.
helped us out with that, and that's awesome. Thank you for the support. I really do appreciate
I mean,
it.
I collect vinyls, and I have a lot. I said vinyls. I'm out of the community now. I collect vinyl, and I've got a lot of local bands, even us,
Right.
which that was a 4 pressing thing that somebody in the band doesn't have a copy of anymore.
Come on, buddy.
Anyway,
Love you. Love
ma-
your voice.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Maybe we could get you Brian's copy. I don't. But anyway, but yeah, I've got I've got a few locals. I got Mom Said No has a vinyl. Cosmic Shakedown.
Nice.
There's a few other ones like the Abruptors, who we played earlier. They've got their first album is out on vinyl through Asian Man Records. I've got 2 copies of that actually, because one was a misprint. A mispress. They had the same song on both sides,
Okay, nice.
and I was like, "Hey guys,
Not nice for that. It's annoying, but still.
well, so
Collectible.
to their credit, the record company was like, "Hey, we're gonna give you, we'll make it up for you. It's our mistake. Here's a whole new set, and you can just do whatever you want with the misprinted ones."
I mean, that's cool.
So I got the misprinted one, and I reached out, and I was like, "Hey, guys," and they're like, "Yeah, come to a show. We got you." So the next show I went to, Mike's like, "Just go to the merch booth. She's got you. She knows you're coming." Like, all right, cool. So I
Nice.
went. I now have 2 copies of the Abruptors. I've got all the On the Cinder vinyl.
Okay.
So it's I like to collect when my friends put out music on vinyl. I like to pick it up and be able to listen to it. And,
Right. You and Brian were the first ones that I messaged, actually, when we finally got that going. And Brian was actually the first order.
I know
Believe it or not.
we're getting late into the show here, and we need to get out of here shortly. But like,
Yeah.
but Brian was definitely the catalyst for all this. Like we would go to the record store, and I'd already be over budget, and he would be like, "Hey Joe, do you have this War on Women record?" No. He's
Yeah,
like,
but now-
Need it.
he's like, "Oh, dude, you would love it. You here." Puts it on my pile. And when Brian died, that was the record that was on my turntable, was War on Women, Wave the Flag. And I went to, and then I saw War on Women not too long after that, and was like, all right, yeah, full circle now. Like, I wouldn't even know who this band was if it wasn't for Brian.
Right.
So, you
No,
know.
I got a record player. Now you got to take me.
Oh, I gotta start dragging you to Revolver.
Yeah.
But
You have
owe-
this? No, now you have this.
No, you don't. I have it because you're buying it for me. You owe me money, man.
Oh yeah,
Chewing, Sugar daddy.
I do owe money.
Yeah.
Where's the money, man?
He owes me
Where's
a
the
lot.
money?
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, that-
surprised he hasn't done that.
I'm telling you right now, if my buddy that I bought the tickets for doesn't have my money tomorrow, that's gonna be what's. Where's my money, man? You got my money? Where's my money? Where's my money? You got my money?
Hold my pocket.
What's with all the Metallica shirts? We made John wear one.
Yeah, it's the
Nick and I were
eve-
wearing one.
It's the eve of Metallica in Buffalo, New
It-
York.
it is
They're
Metallica.
coming back to us, and
Metallica Eve. We're gonna go party tomorrow, and we made John wear a Metallica shirt.
Yep.
because everybody else was wearing one and people were asking him.
I was okay with him wearing.
I was
just
too.
Wayne's World. Wayne's
I
World
was
is
too.
terrific, and he's still wearing it underneath. So.
But when the
still
audience
inside.
is demanding he wear a Metallica
I'm not
shirt,
worthy.
One person. I think one person demanded it. The rest of them didn't care.
fair enough.
They were okay with John being John. It's all right that he doesn't have a soul. He has good taste in shirts.
All right, we got to get out of here. We got one more song for you. It's our boys, Tsunami Tsurprise. We played a show with them back in October
All right.
at the Tudor Lounge with Mr. Dan Twist filling in on bass for
Yep.
us at that particular gig. They're releasing their first album Friday. The show is at Mohawk Place, 47 East Mohawk Street in Buffalo. Opening for that's a different show. Album release show on Friday with Wired, and the weather might say otherwise. That's at 7 p.m. It's an 18 and over show. $7, and this is brand new Tsunami Tsurprise. They just put a video out for the song yesterday. The song is called Creature from the Black Rangoon, and here it is on All WNY Think So Joe Show. We'll see you next week.
Later.
A creature like that, how would it ever die?